B.
And welcome to Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B.
Yes, and today's topic, we are talking to guests who are innovative within. These guests have birthed creations from within. Gwen, what do you think about that?
I think, anybody who's trying to do something in life needs to be very innovative and they need to be very creative. So I think they're doing a great job. So today's guests they from different professions, different industries. We have Dr. Tasha Rogers. She is actually an OBGYN. She's also a relationship expert, and she's a product developer. And we also have Chef Marlo, because it's the holidays, so we want to see what all these different types of foods going on around here. And who else we got going?
Well, we have the Miss Nika Brown, who is the CEO of Innovative Supplies. So, it's the holidays, and at Gwen's Business Corner, we like to get you geared up for the holidays. Innovative within. You better stay tuned and keep it locked, because this is Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B, and we will be right back, and it is the official holiday edition. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Deontay B of Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B, and you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com. Hey y'all, tax season is just around the corner. We here at Expert Tax Service want you to know that it is not too early to start sorting out all of your important documents that might affect your taxes. Some good news, Expert Tax Service will be offering refund advance loans up to $5,000. To learn more about our tax company, visit experttaxservices.com and follow Expert Tax Services on Facebook for upcoming tax tips and news. See you soon. We at Gwen's Business Corner would like to thank our proud sponsors, Expert Tax Service LLC and Pretty Boss Hair. Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in to Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B, today we are talking to guests who are innovative within, and we have the Dr. Tasha Rogers. Welcome.
Thank you, ladies. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you.
Yes, we are. So we just like to get right into the nuggets.
Okay.
So, Dr. Tasha Rogers, tell us, what was the inspiration for becoming a physician?
Well, my inspiration for becoming a doctor was different than that from becoming an OBG.
Okay.
Essentially, when I was younger, I had a family member who was really, really sick, and I was supposed to be the one in the family with the smarts. So at 13, my family's looking at me like, what should we do? Should we do this? Should we listen to them? And I'm like, I was 13. It was a lot of responsibility. Right. But at that moment, I knew that I never wanted to feel that vulnerable again. I knew I never wanted to not know something. I'm like, what happens when my mom gets sick or my kids get sick? And so at that point, I decided, and I started looking at it. And actually, I never wanted to be an OBGYN. I was like, ooh, child, that's for the business. Shout out to all my friends out there, but I'm not one of them. So I was like, well, no, not so much. And then, when I did my, my little training rotation, right, I was like, I'm going to stay in the back. Tell me what I need to do to pass, because this is not my twist. And so it was the sister who was my trainer, and she was like, no problem, because I'm not, I don't really want to be bothered if you don't want to be bothered. Right. And she's like, the first thing you got to do is deliver a baby. And so I did. And it's like if you're ever in a room for a delivery, the energy changes, something happens. And I picked it up. I was like, what is that? Like, what just happened? It was absolutely amazing. And I was like, this is what I want. And I stayed late and I came early, and there was no turning back from there.
Wow.
I ain't never had no baby. I don't even think I ain't been in the room when nobody had no baby.
It's
interesting.
Experience.
I never experienced it. Oh, wow. And I'm a woman. Wow.
You will.
Okay, whatever. Let's get back to Miss Tasha. So, what is the biggest sacrifice that you have had to make as an OGYN? Because, I watch American Medicine, and I watch a lot of, we watch other things and see other doctors. We know just being a business owner alone, you are steadily making sacrifices. Right. But, as an OBGYN, you have to take care of people. So, right, what are some of your sacrifices?
The biggest sacrifice, I would say, is that there's never a time where you're really off. You're always worried about something. Even, when you're at home and you're on your sofa, you're like, wait, such and such, did she come in, or her pressure was kind of high, or let me look at the schedule and see what she's. There's always a sense of anxiety there. Unless I'm actually on vacation, there's never a time when you're really off. There's never a relaxation. When people come home from work, they can decompress, they have a drink, and they relax, and they're truly relaxed until they go back. That doesn't exist for me. So it's the biggest sacrifice.
Right, because you always got to be on call, like all the time.
Oh, you a nurse, ain't you?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you talked about like your experience being an OBGYN.
Yes.
And the fact that you're under the table. That's what I call it. So what is the greatest piece of advice you can give to someone who wants to become an OBGYN, but they're thinking about those things? Like, what is the greatest piece of advice you can give just for people who think about, okay, the same thing you just said, okay, I have to be with women, I have to look at them when they're exposed, things of that nature. What would you say to that person?
You have to change your perspective on it. That means that it's not about looking at women. Literally, when I walk into a room, even if I'm looking at a woman, I'm looking at the anatomy, the problems, what I can fix. So it's not about that. Anything you do in medicine or anything you do, you really have to be so 100% committed. You can't see yourself doing anything else. And don't get overwhelmed. Take it step by step by step. I didn't get to do things the way I do them now. Initially, when I started out, there was learning. There was a process for me to turn into me. So take the time to truly invest yourself, and then you'll grow. And then it won't seem like any sacrifice or any type of a shortcoming, I guess I'll say.
Exactly.
So we was talking briefly, and you're not just an OBGYN. You have took what you do so seriously that you have developed different products for us women. So tell us about some of the product development that you have come up with.
Okay. So, when you come into my office, it's very laid back. We talk relationships, we talk men, we talk sex, we talk everything. I do all around women's health. I don't just pap and pass. So when I'm listening to women, I'm always like, well, the vaginitis, the yeast, the vaginitis, the odor, the da-da-da-da-da-da. And a lot of times I pay attention to what I'm fixing. And when I look at what I'm fixing, I see a need for some things that need to change as women, is how we do things, how we think about things. One of the major things that I have now is something called an all-natural panty wash. And women don't take the time to think, are my panties an issue? And so I'm big on panty hygiene, meaning your panties should be washed together in a load together. They shouldn't be washed with your other clothes. They're your intimates. Also, for the panty wash, there's only 3 ingredients. It kills yeast, mold, and bacteria. So anything that could be sitting in those underwear from the week that they sat in the hamper, or whatever health issue you may have had, the natural panty wash will cleanse them without irritating, bothering your skin. It's hypoallergenic, vegan, non-GMO, anything you can think of. It is there. And so that's a huge thing for me right now. Also, another bane of women's existence, I see some women actually fall to having C-sections because they don't push hard enough, because they're afraid they're going to poop, and they don't want their families to see that. So I developed a drape that covers up the anus, or so that all your family can see and smell, or whatever, is the baby actually coming out. They don't see any poop. They don't smell any poop. So it makes the situation way more humane and comfortable for women.
So, Dr. Rogers, because you're not just a doctor, you do so many other things. So tell the viewers how they can find you, and specifically, I want you to tell them about this Sister Keeper Shut-In. Because just when I hear the word sister, I know it's something that's going to bring us all together.
Okay. So the Sister Shut-In is something that is with Egypt Sherrod, and that's really her baby. And I kind of jumped on board of the women and the women's love and the sister love, and we just teach each other, and we love up on each other, and we encourage self-esteem. And with that, you guys can find me and learn more about everything that I'm doing at drtasharogers.com. My Instagram is blackdocruth, Black Doc Ruth. There is Dr. Tasha Panty Wash, and my podcast is Dr. Tasha After Dark. My YouTube is Real Talk with Dr. Tasha. So hopefully y'all are joining, and we can get to know each other.
Right. Wonderful. She was amazing. We got to bring you back to our Facebook show.
I love to.
Definitely.
Yes.
Love to.
So there you have it. Dr. Tasha Rogers, as you can see, she is definitely innovative within. She was giving you her creation, everything that you need. And you know, it's the holidays, so we are keeping you educated on everything that you need to know for the holidays. And so coming up next, we have Chef Marlo, who is going to teach you how to eat healthy for the holidays, because this is Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B, the holiday edition, so you better not leave. We'll be right back. We at Gwen's Business Corner would like to thank our proud sponsors, Expert Tax Service LLC and Pretty Boss Hair. And you can watch Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B every first and third Monday on Fox 54. I am Deontay B. And if you're just tuning in, with today's topic, we are talking to people who are innovative within. And we have the Chef Marlo.
We're here.
Welcome.
Thank you. Quite a warm welcome.
Right. So we're gonna jump right into it. But first of all, it's the holidays, and we just talked about this is your busy season.
Absolutely.
So of course, it's so many chefs out here. A lot of people looking for a lot of chefs to do their holiday parties. And we talked earlier, and I was asking you like, what type of food you do? Because I see you be doing all this little special stuff.
Right.
Gourmet.
Right, gourmet.
Right.
They would be looking like gourmet.
Right,
I asked you
right.
like, do you do some soul food? Okay, so tell us what sets your recipes aside from your competitors.
I mean, I really feel like I am my own competition. You know, I push myself to not just deliver the familiar taste and textures, but in a unique presentation, in a unique form. One of my specialties is smoked turkey and collard green egg rolls. So, you know, the greens taste like home, but then it's just got a different package, you know. So I feel like that's what pushes me to be different from everybody else, sets me apart as a unique chef. My, you know, creative prowess is one of not, you know, you'll find around the city.
Okay,
Yeah, you came in to make us hungry, didn't you?
A little
Right.
bit, you know. I didn't do my job if I didn't.
Okay, so define Chef Marlo and the Craving Express. Because when I think about the Craving Express, I already know I'm going to be really, really hungry.
Yeah, really hungry. Okay, so Chef Marlo is our upscale personal chef brand. Cravings Express is our food truck catering services that we offer. All of the recipes and menus are powered from Chef Marlo, but we just offer a different spin on things from a personal chef perspective, a higher end clientele we catering to. Cravings Express is more of our food truck, like I said, catering services and all of that. But I mean, really, we just try to offer some unique things to the city. You know, something that the city has not seen, or in a way that they haven't seen it before. So you know, that's how I try to present myself and my brands.
And what was the inspiration?
Honestly, so I've done everything. I didn't go to culinary school. I have a bachelor's in computer information systems, but I worked, I worked in restaurants all the way through school. And then, you know, you start to just really find out what you're passionate about and what your passion is, what your purpose is. So it was easy for me to, when I transitioned fully to say, you know, I'm going into the culinary industry. I excelled from a prep cook to a sous chef in about 5 years. And, you know, from that point on, I kind of understood that this was a way for me to win in life, you know. So I was able to really just dive into the industry, you know, excel, you know, really be good at what I do, and just immerse myself in it. You know, I started to eat, live, breathe the whole thing. So just practicing, learning different cuisines, different techniques, and, you know, just being able to, you know, be the best at it.
Wow.
Striving to be the best.
Wow.
Right. So you touched on it a little bit, which is unique because a lot of people don't do that as, you know, chefs or cooks. Like a lot of people, they either do one or the other. They don't just be, okay, I do special catering or, you know, dinners, personal, you know, dinners, and then also have a mobile truck. Like that's unique.
Absolutely.
So that's really good. And so you talked about you do the chef part a lot of times for high-end clients. So you have had a lot of celebrity clients, but you don't consider yourself a celebrity chef, right?
I don't like the term personally.
Right. So you have done a lot of celebrity clients. And a lot of chefs, that's what they strive for, to be able to have those types of clients. So what advice do you give to someone who's, you know, thinking, you know, I do a little stuff here and there, but I would love to do Oprah's private dinner?
I mean, I think for me, I always work with purpose over profits. So I just operate within my purpose. And I've had some clients that you would walk past and wouldn't know who they were in the streets, but they millionaires.
Right.
I mean, from lawyers to entertainment lawyers to doctors to dentists, you know, and you would walk past them in the street and you wouldn't know who they were, but at the same time, they millionaires just like a rapper or you know, whoever else you might can name. So for me, I just look for, you know, like I said, the opportunities that the Most High presents for me, and He'll have me where I need to be to get the most out of life.
So I mean, you must have faith
and and don't just chase the bag. Like if you operate within your purpose, you'll have more than you can count, and that's really what it's about. You know, you can go cook for all these people, and you know, but if you're not really putting your heart and soul into it, they're not gonna call you back. You know what I'm saying? If you're just doing it for Instagram, they'll see that. Most of the celebrities I cook for anyway, until you get really cool with them, they don't want somebody as soon as you come in their house, bringing out your phone, you showing them in their house and all. Like, they don't want that.
Right.
They don't want you to do that. So if you're doing it for that purpose, then you're not going to be, you know, in this business long, especially on that level, because those people require a certain amount of anonymity and privacy when they're doing stuff, especially at their house, around the people that they're around. You know, some of them don't even want you to have your phone out. So, you know.
That's some valuable information.
Very valuable.
Absolutely.
Very valuable. So the $1 million question that I have.
Okay.
That we don't do. So, you know, it's the holidays.
Right.
And everybody's always like, I'm going to eat healthy. You know, I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going to do that. So for those people, not us, because we're not going to eat healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Right.
I'm just going to keep it real.
Right.
But what is the holiday tip for somebody who wants to, like, what is the dish, you know, that you put a spin on for this holiday season that you could give a tip for somebody that's trying to eat healthy for the holidays?
Man, I say don't do it, man. Don't, you know, you got 363 other days to really focus in and create the habits for yourself with Christmas and Thanksgiving, you know. Now, I would say everything can be made in a healthy fashion. Right. You know, obviously in a healthier fashion, should we say, you know, especially with the resources we have now. You got all kind of gluten-free bread, like anything that's not supposed to be gluten-free, you can get it gluten-free nowadays. Right. I mean, from chips to, you know, you can get low-fat, you can get non-dairy ice cream. So it's ways around it. I mean, obviously you just have to use your resources. You know, I like Whole Foods for things like that. Sprouts is a good place for things like that offer lots of healthy options to the things that we're used to having without sacrificing flavors and textures and the things that we really love about, you know, those foods that cause us the most trouble. You know, like you can get vegan low-fat mayo that tastes just like the mayonnaise you get with eggs in it and stuff. So, I mean, it just depends on what that person would want to eat, but there are all kinds of healthy options where you can still enjoy the foods that we love the most around the holidays.
Sounds great. So, of course, we know that some of our viewers are going to be looking for a private chef. They might want to come check you out when you have your food truck out somewhere.
Right.
So tell them how to find you.
You can find me at www.chefmarlo.com. My Instagram is chef_Marlo, and my Twitter is Cravens Express. Yeah, Cravens Express on Twitter.
All right. So thank you so much for coming down today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me. Should I say I'm sorry?
Yes, and now we're really hungry.
Right.
So thank you.
Awesome.
Well, there you have it. Chef Marlo is getting us ready for the holidays. And coming up next, we have the Nika Brown, who is CEO of Innovative Supplies. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B. Hi, I'm Deontay B of Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay B, and you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com. Hey y'all, tax season is just around the corner. We here at Expert Tax Service want you to know that it is not too early to start sorting out all of your important documents that might affect your taxes. Some good news, Expert Tax Service will be offering refund advance loans up to $5,000. To learn more about our tax company, visit experttaxservices.com and follow Expert Tax Services on Facebook for upcoming tax tips and news. See you soon. We at Gwen's Business Corner would like to thank our proud sponsors, Expert Tax Service LLC and Pretty Boss Hair. And you can watch Gwen's Business Corner with Deontay V every first and third Monday on Fox 54. I am Deontay V.
So welcome back. Today we're talking about the innovator within. And our next guest has something very specific as far as being innovative in her business. So welcome, Mrs. Nika Brown.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
So you have something different, I think, that you offer as a service and product. You're the CEO of Innovative Supply. So tell us exactly, what is Innovative Supply?
So it is a manufacturing company that manufactures stationery notebooks, and we hire youth in the community to teach them about light manufacturing, product offerings that we put onto the market. Also, they do marketing with us in the company, and they also do product fulfillment and customer service.
Oh, that's good. Those are foundations and systems and structure.
Yes, they're actually also learning about team building skills.
Right.
And how to work in a group, and it's also giving them something to add to their resume prior to leaving high school.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes. So what was the inspiration behind your creation for Innovative Supplies?
So when I left the military 2 years ago, I couldn't find anything that I wanted to take into school as I was venturing onto the new journey of being a full-time student. So I decided to create some supplies myself. And when I saw how nice they turned out, I decided to create a company behind it, put it online, and then see if anyone wanted to buy any. And in the first 24 hours, we sold over 8,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let the viewers see the type of products you sell.
So this is Be Unique, and she's our #1 seller. We've sold over 5,000 of her to date.
Okay.
So
that's amazing.
Be unique.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
And
then
then
the hair and all that is unique.
Yeah, and then this one here's got more of a political statement behind it. It's with Tupac saying, "I am Sandra Bland."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When I first seen it, I get it when you see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So you talked about you was in the military.
Yes.
And so you transfer into leaving the military and to opening your own company.
Mm-hmm.
So what would your advice be for someone who, especially military people, that, you've been in the military for a certain amount of time and now you're transitioning, and especially for the ones that want to be an entrepreneur, like what is that transition like and what advice would you give to them?
So the transition is different because you're so used to a structure when you're in the military, and then when you leave the military, there's no structure as much as you're trying to look for that. So you have to create it as an entrepreneur for yourself. And then you have to be mindful that there are not people that follow EO and SHARP. So people will speak to you in ways that you're not allowed to speak to each other in the military. So they'll talk about you based on your race, your gender. They'll say sexual comments that you can't do in the military. But on the outside, people are free for all, say whatever's on their mind. And so you have to have that mindset of ignoring it and kind of sort of addressing it as need be. But people are just no holds bars out here. So I'm adjusting to that as an entrepreneur.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about your Innovative Supplies where you sold 5,000 of one, 8,000 of another. So you've had opportunities to be on several different media platforms.
Yes.
So you've been on Jet, Essence, Ricky Smiley.
Yes.
You've even worked with my celebrity favorite, which is Usher.
Yes.
Love me some Usher. So what steps did you take to land those opportunities?
So the Jet, Essence, and Ricky Smiley all just happened because of the 8,000 that we sold. They picked up on the story without me saying anything to them. And then Usher, I just reached out to their marketing department for his nonprofit, and I had an epiphany to work with them, and something just told me to reach out to them, and it happened.
Wow. That just goes to show you that sometimes it's the same thing we always talk about. All you got to do is just ask.
Yes, all you have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So we was reading that you have an interest in running for city council.
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the 2020 election.
Mhm.
So what is your inspiration, or what makes you want to be in politics? Go from the military to entrepreneurship to politics.
So my dad told me a long time ago, stick to one thing and just do that. And that kind of put a sour taste in my mouth because I'm not a one person, stick to this and just do that type of person. And so really I'm doing this for myself just to see how much I can do before, anything should happen to me. And then also just to leave a legacy for my daughter so that she can see that anything is possible if you put your mind to it.
Excellent. Amazing.
I know. And she's gorgeous.
She is
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
So tell the viewers, for those who don't know, because I just think your product is something that we of culture just need to have.
Yes.
Like we need to give our children need to be carrying these notebooks.
Yes.
So tell the viewers how they can, first off, get your product, and also how they can keep up with all the great things that you have going on. So how can they follow you?
So the website is www.innovativesupplies.net, and you can follow me on Instagram at CEDESBAD, Sadie's Bad, or you can follow the company Instagram account, which is Innovative Supplies.
Well, there you have it, Gwen.
Yes.
So if we definitely wanted to teach you how to be innovative within, because we're getting ready to go into the new year, and that's going to be a very important New Year's resolution as we are going into the holidays and then getting ready to push on through, because it's going to be 2019.
Yeah, we're only a couple of weeks away from 2019. And as you get prepared for the new year, make sure that you will reevaluate what you're doing in your life and find the innovative within. We thank you so much for joining us today. Yes. And if you need to find me, Gwinnetta Wright, you can find me on all social media outlets at Gwinnetta Wright. And also make sure you check out my website at www.gwinnettawright.com. And make sure you check out Gwen Business Corner on all social media outlets. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can visit our website at www.gwenbusinesscorner.com.
And you can find me at therealdeontayb.com and also at all social media outlets, TheRealDeontayB. And we wish all of you a safe and happy holiday. And don't eat too much, because we know you got to get those pounds off for the new year. And you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. And we wish you peace, love, and happiness this holiday season.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.